Colin Kaepernick's refusal to stand for the national anthem has landed him on the cover of Time magazine. And so the San Francisco 49ers quarterback has become a hero amongst the America-hating left and groups like Black Lives Matter, because he says America is racist.
You know, this country stands for freedom, liberty, justice for all. And it's not happening for all right now.
Right. And until that magical day when everyone in the United States is perfectly happy with the state of affairs, everything is just and fair, and every bit of injustice is purged from the land.
I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed.
Oppressed in a country where the president is black, and Kaepernick himself signed a deal to play football worth $126 million. And who is doing the oppressing? Why, all those racist cops, of course.
There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right.
It's also not true, and misinformation like that only serves to fuel the kind of violence that we've seen in Charlotte, North Carolina lately. Cops do go on what's known as administrative leave after a shooting takes place, and yes, it is paid, but only during the investigation phase when they try to find out whether or not that police shooting was justified or not. Then there's this.
These aren't new situations. This isn't new ground. It's things that have gone on in this country for years and years and have never been addressed.
Never been addressed? So all that work, all those battles, all the struggles and sacrifices made by civil rights leaders over the years amounted to nothing? No improvements at all? And now, of course, we have groups like Black Lives Matter pulling out all the stops to incite violence at a time where the Democrat Party is having a hard time generating much enthusiasm for a candidate who speaks like this.
Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Well, the choice for working families has never been clearer.
If racial strife and racism didn't exist, the Democrat Party would probably have to invent it. They and their liberal propagandists in the mainstream media are using Kaepernick to try and drive African Americans to the polls by inciting violence and racial hate ahead of the next election. Meantime, we have Donald Trump, who looks more and more confident, more and more presidential every day.
So, it's one Clinton failure after another. What has Hillary Clinton accomplished for your family in the last 26 years that she's been doing this? Nothing. Nothing. Very negative things. It's been 30 years of disappointments on foreign policy, on domestic policy, on helping women, on helping children. She's done nothing.
This is scaring the Democrat Party, and they're getting desperate. As terrible as it sounds, the Democrat Party sees racial strife as just another tool in their bid to try and fire up African American voters ahead of an election in which their candidate is basically a dud. Will Americans see through this charade? Will Kaepernick see through it in time to save the United States? We'll have to wait for Election Day. I'm Mark Bertroni for CFPN Liberty Media.